I'm not going to say anything bad about Chinese wine. They have Hennessy up here, one of the most expensive. They have white strawberries. It is like their Beijing. I think this, on one of my previous videos, I took you guys to a local grocery chain, kind of a mid-range one. But now today, I'm going to take you guys to Olay. Now, Olay is known for being a more international supermarket. It is state-owned still by the Chinese government. 85% of their sales or their products are actually international, mostly imported. And it makes it very, very expensive. This is one of the more high-end, if not the most high-end supermarket here in China. Now, I just arrived here. It is a Monday afternoon, and you know, there's a few people in here. It's not empty by any means. Now, to start off, right here at the entrance, they have these pomelos. So this is 80 RMB roughly for a pomelo. Comes very nice. Hey, ni hao, ni hao. Comes very nicely wrapped. Now, that's for 1.2 kilos. So I don't know how many pomelos would be. 1.2 kilos. Maybe you can, maybe you know. You can do the math on that. So they have a lot of options here. They have pre-cut, pre-packaged fruit. So I guess that they have pomelo here. They have some watermelon. I see yellow watermelon. So lots of options, some jackfruit. So lots of different options here. It's pretty interesting. And here they have white strawberries. So these strawberries are 2 packs for about 100 RMB or 1 pack for 60 RMB. Now, have you ever seen anything like this? Now, these must be some sort of MGO strawberries. I don't know. I think that I heard that they come from Japan. They might be Chinese. If you know, comment down below. Now, they have lots of different options here. Lots of blueberries. My God, look at these things. Have you ever seen blueberries that big? Look at that thing. It's the size of a plum. It's almost a plum. I don't know what I'd do with the blueberry that big. You gotta cut it. You gotta cut it before you put it into your yogurt. You gotta cut that thing. What? I've never had to cut a blueberry into different pieces. That one you have to cut into like 4 pieces. Now here they have regular strawberries. So these are very, very red. I have had strawberries here in China before. They do look very red, very delicious. Now, I did mention this in my previous video about a supermarket here in China, and they are very, very good. Now, someone in the comments section did educate me and say that they can be picked more at the more appropriate time to be picked. So that makes a big difference in your fruit and your vegetables. Here, China is very large. It has north, it has south. And within that area, there's so much land that they can use to grow all different kinds of crops. Now these ones, I don't know if those strawberries are imported, but the ones here in China, even the local ones, very, very good. Very full flavor. Here they have a bakery. So a lot of places in China that I've come across, it's hard to find like actual loaves of bread like this. Usually, they'll make it into something like this one. So if you can see that, it's like the loaf has been cut open and then maybe cheese poured on top. That one is something green in the middle. A lot of places here in China, a lot of bakeries will cater to the local flavors, and they'll think that bread is more of a dessert thing. They call it like a cake. They add whipped cream to it. They don't really toast it. A lot of people here will think that, crunchy, hard bread is stale bread. So they don't want to eat that. And what they do, they just don't toast it. They'll eat it just as is. In front of me, we have eggs. Now this is still, a big topic. There are different reasons why they're expensive in the US especially. But here for 30 eggs, it is about 26. If you're a member, it's 26 RMB. If you're not a member, it's 40 Renminbi. Here they have Oatly. I know Oatly is pretty big for people. I I guess this one here is kind of the original Oli. But that'll run you, if you're not a member here, about 30 RMB. Here they have a little package of Nutella. Now that'll run you 50 RMB. And some New Zealand peanut butter, Pix peanut butter. It looks like it's natural. It has some actual chunks of peanuts in there, some oil. And that'll run you 90 renminbi for some peanut butter. Here is just a coffee wall. So this little bag of Starbucks coffee, 220 grams, about 100 renminbi. Oh, what is this? This is says a Belgian style wheat craft beer. It's Olay brand. 40 renminbi for this. Oh my god, that's two liters. 2 liters of a craft beer. Pasta. So this is obviously pre-made pasta. You just gotta cook it up, boil it up. Elbow pasta, I guess. And a bag, 500 grams, for about 24 renminbi. Ketchup. This place actually sells Heinz ketchup. Some grocers do, some grocers don't. I love my ketchup. But here for a bottle, I think that's about the same price as anywhere else in the world. 25, 26 renminbi. So a little bottle of French's, 20 renminbi. Heinz is the same. Little bottle of mustard, 20 renminbi. Here's their beer aisle. 3 tall boys of Heineken for 32 renminbi, 22 if you're a member. 6-pack of Heineken, just a regular size, for 53 renminbi. They have a lot of little craft beers as well as some ones that you see in other, like here's a Ottinger. They have Hogard in here. Here they have some very expensive wines. I'm not going to say anything bad about Chinese wine, but these wines I am going to say are imported. They are pretty expensive. Like this one here, 3,000 renminbi. Saint Julien. Saint Julien. Here they have another Saint Julien Merlot. And they have like the expensive liquors. They have Hennessy up here. One of the most expensive ones here I see, about 9,000 renminbi. And yeah, you have your Glenfiddich and Dalmore. So these, I assume they're all the same price worldwide, but I have no idea. Maybe taxes are different. $6.58 for the 12-year Dalmore, and $11.40 roughly for the 15-year. The Glenfiddich 18-year. You know, if you're a member, under 600. Not a member, over 700. Wines, again, lots of wines. I don't know if these are imported. I assume they're imported based on Olay's business model. These are probably all imported. Probably. Might have to eat my words on that. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Here's the expensive stuff. So I don't know what this is. Maotai is like their Baijiu. I think this, oh, so this one here is 20. Can you see that? They're glare. Stupid cases. 20,000 renminbi roughly. And then you have this guy here, age 50 years, it says on the bottle, I believe. And that is 36,000 renminbi. 36,000. Now I wouldn't be surprised if someone came in here and actually picked one of those up. Probably do it on a regular basis. There are some very, very wealthy people, not only in Chongqing, but all over China. There's lots of options for wine here, and I'm sure they're all very high-end and probably imported, but I'd imagine if Chinese wine is as good as some people say it is, then I imagine they're there as well. Here is some toilet paper. So if you're a member, 30 renminbi. If not, 50 renminbi for 10 rolls of this here L Air toilet paper. What is this? Look at this monster. Oh my god. Look at this thing. Can I get in next to it? You see this thing next to me? That is 2 massive containers of Lay's chips. Why are they so big? It's only 20 renminbi. 50 if you're not a member. But like, that thing's huge. Oh, they even sell Manuka honey. I wonder where this is from. Is this from Canada or somewhere else? $7.60 for this one. But I mean, they have different kinds. This has multi-floral, clover. I think Manuka honey has a lot of health benefits. It's pretty popular here. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed coming with me to a more high-end, if not the highest-end supermarket here in China. And we'll see you in the next one.